Hi there, Gemini. It's Milady, and I'm here to bring you your May 2023 reading. How are you? Welcome back. So happy to have you back. So I will start off the reading, Gemini, um, with one of my new decks that I got. This deck here speaks of your past and your past life. So let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. All right, as we're gonna go ahead and jump into this reading. Um, let's see, we'll go over a few things here. We're gonna, ask a question, see what comes up for you. We're gonna also, get some clarifying cards here for you. Ask a question that will be answered by the angels, and yeah, let's see what's going on here for you. So the card that you got for your past and past life is this Nightwood. Okay, so let's see here. So this hood, I'm sorry, knighthood, Gemini, refers to always being a knight. So you receive this card here as a validation of your inner knighthood, whether you're a man or a woman, Gemini. In this life, you have the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, you're long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. You may connect with knight, let's say, um I guess I don't know if this is a word, like figureness. Decorate with night related artwork, or even dress up as a knight during costume parties. I mean, this is how I feel, like something maybe with medieval times. Gemini, in relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. All right. This card also stands for, when you choose a profession, that it puts you into a guardian or a protector role. Interesting. And then it's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in, Gemini. And with this card as a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're unhappy. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and that's a very nice way of starting, your reading here for May, Gemini, and speaking of your past and your past life, just to get a really good understanding of things. So let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on for May 2023 for you, Gemini. Um, let's see here. Gemini for May 2023. Okay. Let's find out what is going on. Okay. I like to look at the cards here just to get a better understanding of things. So let's see here. Interesting. So, so the one thing that stands out for you, Gemini, speaks of love and the desire of things, okay? It speaks of, let's see here. Wow, you have the authority card that came up twice. Okay, so the authority to me is, doing things the right way. If there are rules to something, or like, I just heard like maybe a what do you call it? What do you call this again? Protocol. That's something that needs to be followed. And it's there's emphasis on that. Okay, so maybe if it's not followed, or you're not doing, or you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, then it's the obvious where something is gonna fall apart, because something will fall apart here. There's an ending to something because you have the Tower card here. It's this reading here also talks about change and transitioning or transformation. Okay. It talks about, you know, karmic situations, like what goes around comes back around. Um, hmm. I I also see here, Gemini, where it's speaking of someone's not having, um, you know, how can I say this? Not having your uh you for in the best interest, let's say. Um, okay. I just heard something. I just heard something about coming about something the wrong way. Okay. So it is letting you. I mean, this here piece of information that I'm getting here for you, Gemini. It's you. I mean, you're searching for something, or either you're searching for something, or you're in search of something. There's a give and take situation here. Um, or you're this is what you're looking for. You're looking for this love and desire of this give and take, maybe possibly a relationship, um but maybe coming about it the wrong way. That's what I'm seeing. I mean, this is how I'm feeling it. Let's pull out some clarifying cards here for you. Let's see what comes up for you here. Okay, and this is for Gemini, May 2023. Gemini. Let's pull up some clarifying cards. Okay, so I do have some cards that came up upright. All right. So these cards are talking about a feeling detached. Um, Maybe it's been some time that you've felt this way, where it's showing me the winter in the background here. Or it's been since winter. Here we are almost in summer, right? Maybe having trust issues. It does look like you may have to confront someone. And I feel like with this here, it may have been something from long lasting. All right, maybe from when you've been, like, since you've been younger up until now, or you see yourself this way. But it does, you know, stand out, or tells us that you need to be, it would have to be confronted in order for you to find this balance that you're looking for, Gemini. See, and again, as I'm in search of something, this ties in clearly to, like, you know, refusing to see something for what it is. Okay, and this here speaks of, you know, embracing change, embracing things, this transformation that's coming in. Let's see what else is coming out. Let's go ahead and ask a question so that it could be answered. Or if it's already been answered through the cards that we've already pulled out for you, Gemini. Let's see what your question is for this month, 2023, for us to answer. Okay, and there's that one that fell out. And that question is, how can I cultivate a deeper connection to my higher self? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what we're going to pull up here. Let's go ahead and pull out these cards. These are my reversal cards. Remember, I told you I don't read reversal, but this is the only deck that I would. So let's go ahead and work on those, or see what comes up for us for May 2023 for Gemini, so that we could answer that question that's there for you, Gemini. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so I did get a card that came up for you, and it did come up upright. Okay, and this basically, how can I cultivate a higher connection to my higher self? All right, and this is perhaps you're a great, perhaps you're a recent graduate, or have been back to school to upgrade your skills or change your career. You are enterprising, and may be interested in a career in business or finances. So this card can also indicate a payback period when you demonstrate your abilities and begin to rep the rewards of your efforts. Okay. Okay, and let's go ahead and pull up a clarifying card for that there. And so what should Gemini know? Okay, we got a couple of cards that pulled out. I'm going to go with them because that's how I'm feeling them. All right, so, wow. Okay, you got another knight that came out, and that's great that, you know, like how, I mean, you can't really make this up, all right? Knighthood, knight that came up for you as a clarifying card. So this speaks of you being confident, heroic, a messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit. Okay, there's honor here. There's determination, obeying orders. Remember when we talked about the authority here, where it's telling you, it speaks of, you know, obeying orders or following the rules to prevent this here that looks like it will be falling apart, or a tower moment. Okay, it talks about being brave and daring, strong. Okay, a champion of a cause. Okay, very nice. I like that for you. Okay, now if you've been feeling under the weather, Gemini, or, you know, this does speak of here, you know, taking care of yourself. It speaks of, you know, root cause and finding out the root of things and why you're feeling the way you are. I mean, it does point out to like poor health, but at the same time, it also, you know, I want to say, you know, just basically just needing self-care, you know, something's off or you feeling it that way, underlying condition. So, you know, look further into that. Make sure you're taking care of yourself here. So because there was a tower moment here, this is speaking of moving on. There's life's journey, new endure going forward or going away. This speaks of one direction. You're being on track, focus on time, keep going forward, going with the flow. Okay, you having all the tools you need to move forward, absolutely. Okay, resources, and you have what it takes. Okay, Gemini, this is the task that's at hand. You're well prepared. Get shit done. I like when that says that, okay? Okay, interesting. When I spoke of transformation here, this is what it pointed out to, where, you know, there's a forked road. Interesting. Options, free will choice, opportunities, multiple choices. You having more than one choice to make or to choose of. The moment of truth, you know, turning point, change in circumstances. Okay, and then you have this one here, which it speaks of an eclipse. Okay, and this is when something is going to, and this also speaks of transformation or transform, you know, just a temporary block. Okay, but something, and it's sudden. All right, you have support here, so just know that, and something's going to be revealed to you. Okay, so those are some other clarifying cards here. Let's go ahead and find out. I do see that I am missing. Let's go ahead and find out what's going on in the love department for you. Okay. So in the love department for you, Gemini, let's pull out some cards for you. Let's shuffle them. Okay, what's going on for Gemini in the love department? Okay, we got one card that flew out, and this one is speaking of self-indulgence. Okay, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Okay. All right, that's coming up. That's what's coming up for you in the love department. What's going on in the work front for you? Let's see here. I got these cards. I got 2 cards for you that's coming up. All right. So this here speaks of, again, all right. So I like that this came up for you because this here speaks of you going blindly in a situation. Okay. Gemini, being spontaneous that you are, you know. And then it speaks of this is the beginning of something. This is something that this is like a baby. You know, like maybe something that you watch grow from the bottom up. Um, and the card that stood out for me with that with looking at this right here was the confront. Okay, you know, I mean, when I look at this, I also look at this as being like the past of someone, you know, and maybe after an eclipse, okay, and it's just you confronting or bringing something to you know, a the surface or like a realization of something, you know. But the empress here just speaks of new beginnings and the birth of something, you know, after a transformation or a period is what I want to say, because you know you're gonna have to take that leap of faith uh to uh to what you're trying to do here, you know, something that you're in search of. Or maybe something that you're not seeing or refusing to see is what I just heard as well. Let's see what the so ask a question, Gemini, and I'll have the angels answer. All right, think of and focus in on that question that you want to ask, and I'll have the angels answer it. Let's see. Okay, so I got this card that's coming up, and the answer to your question is within the next few weeks. Okay, that's the answer to your question. And I have one more deck of cards here that I want to share with you. Now, this deck of cards may be a little hard in seeing, but it does carry, you know, messages there for clarifying. Okay, so I got a couple of cards that fell here, and I do want to grab them because I do have some that fell upward or face up for you. So let's go ahead and grab those. I want to share those with you. There are a couple, and I'm going to go with all of them because this is what's going on. Okay, so let's see here. Like I said, these cards aren't the best, but speaks of some things here. So this, so I got a couple of cards here where they're talking about, there's going to be a move here after, you know, some time of deliberating. Okay, so this is like a teaching, something that has to do with movement. Let's see here. Okay, so this is what it talks about, movement. All right, your next card here talks about liberation and illumination. You do know that there's jealousy and envy around you, Gemini. The next card talks about basically just telling anything one desires to know. Okay, it talks about giving dignity, and this can make any person, any man, any woman subject to one's demands. So this gives good familiars or good things here. Okay, I want to see the numbers there because I do want to give you some numbers. If I don't know, I mean, I'm feeling like something where, you're going to have to do things on your own, okay? This also speaks of you having some kind of gift here, Gemini. It could be the gift of, philosophy or astrology or, logic, palm reading or divination, which is awesome. Okay. Um, Um, I guess this can also stand for the knighthood in you, where you can make one appear like a soldier, or for yourself, Um, okay. And again, following rules, a structure. I just heard. I don't know if it's you, waking up early. I just heard like, waking up early and getting things done is what I just heard. Okay, this here speaks of health and healing. Okay, interesting. I love this. Okay, if it helps in any way, Gemini, this also points out to like, if it helps your way of thinking or your way of, you know, um, I want to say meditating, music helps. So it's telling you to play some music. Uh, okay, something that you're familiar with. Um, okay, and again, this speaks of healings, okay? It's asking you also, to work around, philosophy and uses of herbs, okay? Tea, spiritual herbs as well, for healing, okay? Interesting. I love that for you. Um, um, this here speaks of answering questions about the past, present, and future. Okay, so if you are, looking for that answer, which here you are in search of something, this gives one high offices and title. All right, so maybe this is you getting, going into another position or another title or a job or a career. Those will be the answers that you may be looking for here. This speaks of, teachings of the logic or ethics and the value of herbs and stones. Again, here you're being pointed out to herbs again. Can make one invincible. Okay, this helps one to be intelligent and long lived. This can also recover lost items and find treasures. This is where it's pointing out that you will get to that, Gemini. And then okay, okay, so the reason why you got this is just basically telling you to calm down with your with this tower moment here. Maybe this is a a moment where, you're going to stir some things up, but it's telling you, to guide. This is the guide of the waters where, you're not going to make, you don't want to make, storms and rough seas, okay? You're going to want to, keep things calm and logical, like practical, or think things through before acting or speaking, Gemini. Okay, and this speaks here of just love and desire, like we started off this reading, and you did get two cards the same, an emphasis when it comes to love and desire, which this causes the love of woman to man and the men to women. So this is beautiful. All right, and this is love and mutual respect. And some numbers that stand out for you, Gemini, it's 42, 28, 18, 31, 50, 46, 66, 1, 9, 67, and 10. And that's what I have for you. Bye bye.